Welcome to T1 Academy. So here, Ikshvaku dynasty, there is one of the important dynasties that we are seeing. In last class, some first character that we have seen. So these Ikshvakus were also called Vijayapurishas because Vijayapuri that became the capital. That's why they were called Vijayapurishas. Otherwise, in the period of this, when Nagarjunakonda that well developed, that was called Sri Parvatam. Hence, they were also called Sri Parvatiyas. వీళ్ళకి ఏమని అన్నారు శ్రీ పర్వతీయులు అని పిలిచినట్లుగా తెలుస్తుంది. వీళ్ళకి మరి విజయపురీషులు అని అన్నారు. షుగర్ కేన్ బిగేమ్ ఇక్షు అంటే షుగర్ కేన్ అని దట్ బిగేమ్ ద సింబల్. దట్స్ వై దే వర్ కాల్డ్ ఇక్ష్వాకుస్ అని. దాట్స్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఒపీనియన్స్. ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ ఆల్ ద important points related with this. Robson and Buller, they said that these people belong to Lord Sri Rama dynasty, North India. So, but Vagel said that they people belong to Karnataka, and Gopalachari said that so they belong to Tamil Nadu, and Caldwell said that Caldwell అనేతని అభిప్రాయం ప్రకారం వీళ్ళు ఆంధ్రలో అని అదే రకంగా కృష్ణా గోదావరి రివర్ రీజియన్లో ఉన్నారని తెలియజేయడం జరిగింది. ఎవరిని ఇక్ష్వాకుస్. ఓకే, ఇందులో ఫస్ట్ క్యారెక్టర్ మనం చూసాం. we saw the first character which is related with this one. Okay, first character చూసాం. Shatavahanas in their ruling style, they divided the kingdom into states అని అంటున్నాం. So after the decline of this Shatavahanas only, they came to power, already we discussed. So 4 rulers are there according to these inscriptions. Who are these 4 rulers? Vasisti Putra Sri Shantamula, so then Veerapurusadatta, Yehuvala Shantamula, Rudra Purushadatta. These are the 4 rulers. They came to power in Ikshvaku dynasty. Ikshvakulalo శాతవాహనుల పతనానంతరం, ఆఫ్టర్ ద డిక్లైన్ ఆఫ్ శాతవాహనాస్, పతనానంతరం వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఇక్ష్వాకులు అని చెప్పేసి అన్నాం. అలా మరి ది డివైడెడ్ ద కింగ్డమ్ ఇంటూ స్టేట్స్ అనేది దట్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు సీ ఇన్ ద అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్. సో దే ఇస్ రాష్ట్రాన్ని, గ్రామ, జ్యుడిషియరీ, ఆల్ దీస్. సో వీ కెన్ సీ వీరగల్ ట్రెడిషన్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మళ్ళీ మనం చూస్తాం. అగ్రికల్చర్, ట్రేడ్, ఆల్ దీస్ we are going to see. Okay, language and literature, so that also we are going to like that. Mari characters చూసినట్లయితే, so there is okay, ఈ characters చూసినట్లయితే, so they are one of the important things అని చెప్పేసి అన్నాం. In the characters, so especially what happened, so there is characters లో మనం చూసినట్లయితే first character that is of, so there is first one మరి సో వాసిష్ఠి పుత్ర శ్రీ శాంతమూల, అదర్వైజ్ శాంతమూల అని చెప్పేసి అన్నాం. దాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ సీన్. సెకండ్ వన్ వీరపురుషదత్త, వీ హ్యావ్ టు సీ వీరపురుషదత్త. వీరపురుషదత్త వాజ్ ద సెకండ్ రూలర్ ఇన్ దిస్ డైనాసిటీ. Veerapurusadatta, he was called, having the sense, this Veerapurusadatta, he was called South Indian Ashoka because he was the only ruler in Ikshvaku dynasty who embraced Buddhism. His period is called Golden Age for Buddhism. All the divisions of Buddhism, they advanced well or developed well in the period of Veerapurusadatta. Veerapurusadatta was the greatest ruler. He was the greatest ruler. Veerapurusadatta was the greatest ruler in this dynasty. His period is called Golden Age. His period is called how? His period is called Golden Age for Buddhism. For Buddhism. Golden Age for Buddhism అని చెప్పేసి అన్నాం. His period is called Golden Age for Buddhism. That's important, you have to remember. మరి ఆల్ డివిజన్స్ ఆఫ్ బుద్ధిజం దే డెవలప్డ్ అని అన్నాం. అన్నీ కూడా బౌద్ధ మతంలో ఉన్న అన్ని శాఖలు కూడా ఇతని కాలంలో అభివృద్ధి చెందడం జరిగింది. అన్ని శాఖలు అని అన్నాం. అదే రకంగా బౌద్ధ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం కూడా నాగార్జునకొండలో ఏర్పాటు చేసిన ఘనత ఇట్ ఈస్ అ వీరపురుషదత్త. ఓకే, ఆల్ డివిజన్స్, ఆల్ బ్రాంచెస్ ఆఫ్ బుద్ధిజం దే డెవలప్డ్. ఆల్ బ్రాంచెస్ ఆఫ్ బుద్ధిజం, all branches of Buddhism, they developed well in this period అని అన్నాం. What are these one? In the second council, you know well, second Buddhist council. How many Buddhist councils took place? 4 Buddhist councils that took place. So in the second council, Buddhism was split into 2. They developed here. In the fourth council again, Buddhism was split into 2. So then they also developed. ఇలా బౌద్ధ మతంలో ఉన్న శాఖలన్నీ కూడా అభివృద్ధి చెందినట్లుగా తెలుస్తుంది ఈ పీరియడ్లో, వీరపురుషదత్తాస్ పీరియడ్లో. మరి ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి? What are these divisions? In Buddhism, one is Sthaviravadins. We are calling Sthaviravadins అనేది డెవలప్ అయింది. Sthaviravadins. మహాసాంఘికాస్ అనేది కూడా డెవలప్ అయినట్లుగా తెలుస్తుంది. స్థవిరవాదిన్స్ దాట్ డెవలప్డ్ అని చెప్పేసి అన్నాం. ఓకే, స్థవిరవాదిన్స్ దాట్ డెవలప్డ్ ఇన్ దిస్ పీరియడ్, స్థవిరవాదిన్స్ అని అంటున్నాం. దాట్ డెవలప్డ్. మహాసాంఘికాస్ ఇది కూడా డెవలప్ అయింది. ఇది రెండవ కౌన్సిల్లో ఇలా చీలిపోయాయి. In the second council only they were split into two as Sthaviravadins and Mahasanghikas. Sthaviravadins means they did not welcome changes in Buddhism. Whatever Buddha preached, that should be continued. That is the main motto of Sthaviravadins. Mahasanghikas, they believed that Buddha passed away 100 years over and we should bring some changes in Buddhism. But it was not accepted by Sthaviravadins. You did not listen the speeches of Buddha. You did not walk along with Buddha. How can you change the principles of Buddhism? No, like that, Sthaviravadins said. Mahasanghikas wanted to bring changes in Buddhism. Then, in the fourth council again, so this was divided into Hinayana and Mahayana. Hinayana and Mahayana. Hinayana, Mahayana, they also came into force. One is Hinayana we are calling, one is Mahayana also we are calling. Hinayana people said that. So here, Hinayana people, what they said, Buddha is only Guru, Master, Messenger, like that they said. But Mahayana people believed that Buddha is God. Mahayana people believed that Buddha is God, like that it is said. Hinayana, Mahayana, we can see. I got idea? So then, there is from Mahayana, once again Vajrayana also came into force. Vajrayana. In Vajrayana, they started worshipping the idols of Buddha. Okay, in Vajrayana, what happened? They started worshipping the idols of Buddha. Hinayana people believed that Buddha is only Guru. So Buddha is a Guru, like that. Buddha is. So this Buddha is Guru, like that. So they believed Buddha is Guru. Mahayana people believed that Buddha is God. Okay, they started worshipping Buddha. In Vajrayana, so they started worshipping idols of Buddha. Idols of Buddha were worshipped. Idols of Buddha were worshipped. Okay, were worshipped. Idols of Buddha, they were worshipped. Okay, like that. So here that is. Mahasanghikas welcomed changes in Buddhism. They welcomed changes. Welcomed changes in Buddhism. Welcomed changes. So these people, they did not welcome. They did not welcome changes. They didn't welcome changes. Okay, like that. So all these divisions, they developed in the period of Veera Purushadatta. That's why his period is called Golden Age, like that we are calling. We are calling this one as Golden Age. Got idea? So his period is called, having the sense, his period is called Golden Age for Buddhism. So then after adopting this Buddhism or embracing Buddhism, he completely devoted towards Buddhist systems. So a statue that was found in Nagarjunakonda, where so he put his leg on Sivalingam and it was forcibly pressed into the soil. సో ఒక శివలింగం పైన కాలు పెట్టి భూమిలోకి తొక్కివేస్తున్న దృశ్యమున్న శిల్పం బయలుపడింది. ఇది ఎవరిది అంటే వీర పురుషదత్త. సో హి పుట్ హిస్ లెగ్ ఆన్ శివలింగం పైన కాలు పెట్టి వీర పురుషదత్త పుట్ హిస్ లెగ్. దిస్ వీర పురుషదత్త he put his leg okay on Shivalingam, put his leg on Shivalingam, pressure that Shivalingam into the soil. Okay, దీన్ని మరి శివలింగం పైన కాలుపెట్టి భూమిలోకి తొక్కివేస్తున్న దృశ్యం అని చెప్పేసి అన్నాం. ప్రెస్డ్ ద సేమ్ ఇంటూ ద సాయిల్. ఓకే, దాట్ అపియర్డ్. ప్రెస్డ్ the same into the soil and pressed the same into the soil. and pressed the same into the soil. That appeared here. సో ఇది బయలుపెట్టినట్లుగా తెలుస్తుంది. శివలింగంపై కాలు పెట్టి భూమిలోకి తొక్కివేస్తున్నాడంటే నిజంగా మనం ఏమని అర్థం చేసుకోవచ్చు, శైవమతాన్ని సప్రెస్ చేశాడు. హీ సప్రెస్ శైవిజం అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ వాజ్ గివెన్ టు బుద్ధిజం ఇన్ ద పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్ అని చెప్పేసి మనకు తెలుస్తుంది. లైక్ దాట్ మరి ఇతని కాలంలో బుద్ధిజం అనేది బాగా డెవలప్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఇతన్ని కాలాన్ని ఏమని అన్నారు, గోల్డెన్ ఏజ్ అన్నారు. అండ్ వీరపురుష దత్త వాజ్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ అశోక అని పిలిచారు. వీరపురుష దత్త వాజ్ కాల్డ్ దిస్ వీరపురుష దత్త వాజ్ కాల్డ్ వీరపురుష దత్త హీ వాజ్ కాల్డ్ సో వాజ్ కాల్డ్ హీ వాజ్ కాల్డ్ హ్యావ్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ అశోక. ఏమని పిలిచారు ఇతన్ని? హీ వాజ్ కాల్డ్ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ హీ వాజ్ కాల్డ్ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ అశోక అని పిలిచినట్లుగా తెలుస్తుంది. సో హీ వాజ్ కాల్డ్ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ అశోక అన్నారు. హూ వాజ్ కాల్డ్ సెకండ్ అశోక? కనిష్క వాజ్ కాల్డ్ సెకండ్ అశోక, బట్ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ అశోక దట్ ఈస్ వీరపురుష దత్త. లైక్ దట్ వీరపురుష దత్తుని కాలంలో ఈ బౌద్ధ మతం అనేది ఉన్నతంగా డెవలప్ అయిందన్నాం. దెన్ ఈ నాగార్జునకొండ ఈ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్డ్ బుద్ధిస్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీ. నాగార్జునకొండలో బౌద్ధ విశ్వవిద్యాలయాన్ని ఏర్పాటు చేశాడు. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ యూనివర్సిటీస్, అర్లియస్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ వీ కెన్ సే. There at Nagarjunakonda, he established Buddhist university. He established Buddhist university. This Buddhist university that was established by this one. Okay, Buddhist university అని అన్నాం. ఈ బుద్ధిస్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీని ఏర్పాటు చేశాడు. ఓకే, ఎక్కడ ఏర్పాటు చేశాడు? నాగార్జునకొండలో. అర్లియస్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీ అని చెప్పేసి అన్నారు. లైక్ దిస్ హీ డిడ్ ఎ లాట్ అని చెప్పేసి తెలుస్తుంది. ఇతని కాలంలో మరి బోధిశర్మ వాజ్ ద ట్రెజరర్. హిస్ ట్రెజరర్ వాజ్, సో దిస్ వీరపురుష దత్తాస్ ట్రెజరర్ వాజ్ వీరపురుష దత్తాస్ ట్రెజరర్ వాజ్ ట్రెజరర్ బోధిశర్మ. ఈ బోధిశర్మ అనే అతను ట్రెజరర్ ఉన్నట్లుగా తెలుస్తుంది. వాజ్ ద ట్రెజరర్ బోధిశర్మ. ఈ బోధిశర్మ మేనకోడలే ఉపాసిక బోధిశ్రీ. డాటర్ ఇన్ లా ఆఫ్ బోధిశర్మ వాజ్ ఉపాసిక బోధిశ్రీ. షీ వాజ్ వెరీ రిచ్ ఉమన్. షీ వాజ్ ద డాటర్ ఆఫ్, సో there is ధాన్యకటకార్ ధరణికోట మర్చెంట్. ఓకే, సో there is బోధిశర్మాస్ డాటర్ ఇన్ లా బోధిశర్మ. So there is Bodhisharma's treasurer was Bodhisharma. Bodhisharma's daughter-in-law was, there is Bodhisharma's daughter-in-law was daughter-in-law. Okay, Upasika Bodhisri. She was a very rich woman. Upasika Bodhisri. Daughter-in-law was Upasika Bodhisri. This Upasika Bodhisri, she was very rich woman. So she was daughter of Revanta of Amravati or Dhanekataka Dharnikota. She was the daughter of. This Upasika Bodhisri was daughter of Upasika Bodhisri. This Upasika Bodhisri. Upasika Bodhisri was the daughter of. Upasika Bodhisri was the daughter of a rich merchant. So that is, she was the daughter of, so there is a rich merchant, Revanta, rich merchant of Amaravati. His name Revanta. So like that, she was a rich woman. She donated money for this development of Buddhism. And personally what happened, there at Nagarjunakonda, Chula Dhammagiri, name of the place is Chula Dhammagiri. At Chula Dhammagiri, she established mandapas, viharas and chaityas for Buddhism. You know well, in Buddhism, chaitya is a prayer hall. Vihara, that is a resting place. Wherever Buddhist monks were taking rest, that was called vihara. Because, so when they were going for preachings, they used to take rest somewhere in the afternoon hours or in the evening hours like that. So for that, what happened? Viharas, so they existed. Wherever these Buddhist monks took rest, they were called viharas. So like that, this woman established Upasika Bodhisri. She established chaityas and viharas, so and mandapas for Buddhists. She established Upasika Bodhisri established Upasika Bodhisri. This Upasika Bodhisri established. So Buddhist chaityas and viharas at Chula Dhammagiri, Nagarjunakonda. Okay, established chaityas, viharas and mandapams. Viharas and mandapams. Viharas and mandapams. Mandapams for Buddhist monks. For Buddhist monks. For Buddhist monks. Got idea? For Buddhist monks, like that it was said. For Buddhist monks. So these mandapams, they were all established for Buddhist monks. Okay, because she was a rich woman and believed in Buddhism also. That's why donated money and established all these. At Chula Dhammagiri, name of the place is. So at Chula Dhammagiri only all these were established by. So this woman, at which place? At Chula Dhammagiri. Chula Dhamma. At Chula Dhammagiri. Chula Dhammagiri comes in Nagarjunakonda. At Chula Dhammagiri only she established so all these chaityas, viharas and mandapams. Chaityas, they are the prayer halls. Viharas, wherever the Buddhist monks take rest, they were called viharas. Like that, these important points you have to remember. You got idea? It all happened in the period of Veera Purushadatta. Then, Shantisri, Hermesri, they were the aunts of this Veera Purushadatta. Shantisri, Hermesri, they were sisters of Vasisti Putra Sri Shantamula. Otherwise, we are calling him Shantamula 1. Shantamula 1, otherwise Vasisti Putra Sri Shantamula, father of Veera Purushadatta. His sisters, Shantamula 1's sisters, Shantisri, Hermesri, automatically they became aunts to this Veera Purushadatta. Okay, Shantisri and Hermesri. So this, what happened in the sense in this period, so this Shantisri, Hermesri. Shantisri conducted repairs to Paravath Ashram. This Shantisri, Veera Purushadatta's aunt. Veera Purushadatta's aunt. Veera Purushadatta's aunt was on Shantisri. This Shantisri we are calling. This Shantisri, what happened? Conducted repairs to Paravath Ashram. Conducted repairs to Paravath Ashram. Which is this Paravath Ashram? It is ashram of Acharya Nagarjuna. It was established by Yagnasri Shatakarani, you know well. Because Acharya Nagarjuna lived in the court of Yagnasri Shatakarani. Okay, first he lived in the court of Kanishka. Later came to the court of Yagnasri Shatakarani, right? So like that, so this Veera Purushadatta's aunts, okay, aunt Shantisri conducted repairs to Paravath Ashram. Hermesri donated money for Buddhism. Hermesri is also aunt. Hermesri. This Hermesri donated money for Buddhism. Donated money for Buddhism. Like this. So that's the thing which happened in the period of, so this one, Veera Purushadatta's period. Then marrying aunts' daughters, that also came into, so there is a force came into scene from the period of Ikshvakus only, because this Veera Purushadatta married, there is Shantisri's one daughter, Hermesri's two daughters. He married all three daughters also. So like that. And at the same time, he also married Ujjaini princess Rudra Bhattarika. So like that, polygamy that existed, like that we can say. Marrying aunts' daughters, that was started with Ikshvakus only. Marrying aunts' daughters. marrying on's daughters. Marrying on's daughters started with Ikshvakus only. Started with, okay, this was started with Ikshvakus. It was started with Ikshvakus because he married, Veerapurushadatta married. So 3 daughters of his aunts. So Shantisri, Hermesri, right? And also he married. So Ujjaini princess Ruddha Bhattarika. Started with Ikshvakus, Veerapurushadatta. Veerapurushadatta. Veerapurushadatta, that you have to remember. He also married. Okay, he married Shantisri's 1 daughter, Hermesri's 2 daughters. So he married 3. And also he married. Okay, so there is Rudra Bhattarika, Ujjaini princess. He married Shantisri's 1 daughter and Hermesri's 2 daughters. Hermesri's 2 daughters. Hermesri's 2 daughters. And also he married Ujjaini princess Rudra Bhattarika. He also married Ujjaini princess Rudra Bhattarika. Ujjaini princess was Rudra Bhattarika. He married even Rudra Bhattarika also, like that it was said. Married Rudra Bhattarika. Like that, polygamy that existed, like that we can say. Polygamy that existed in the period of, so this one. Then, in the period of Ikshvakus, Veerapurushadatta only, a statue that was found, the statue belonged to this one only. So Mandhata statue belonged to this one that was found therein. So there is especially Jagayapeta. Mandhata statue belonged to, so whom in the sense, Mandhata statue belonged to this Veerapurushadatta. Mandhata statue. Located at, so it was located at Jagayapeta. Located at Jagayapeta. Mandhata statue which is located at Jagayapeta that belonged to Veerapurushadatta. It said about the qualities of an emperor, how an emperor must be. Suppose if you go to some stage, according to that only we have to act, according to that only we have to maintain. Then only that brings a good respect. Otherwise, okay, the person will lose respect. Right, like that. So this Jagayapeta only, this Mandhata statue that was found, said about the qualities of king. It said about the qualities of king. The statue. It said about how the king must be, how the king must maintain the things, how the king must be, like that it says. How the king must be, like that. So it said. Okay. Said about the qualities of king. Said about the qualities of king. Said about the qualities of. Said about the qualities of king. That's one of the important things which happened in the period of this one. Said about how the king must be. Okay. So how the king must be, like that it was said. How the king, okay, must be. How the king must be. Right? So like that, what I said about the qualities of king. So like that, all these are things related with this, whom in the sense, there is Veerapurushadatta only. Hence his period is called how? Golden age for Buddhism. All divisions of Buddhism they developed. In the period of this one only, what happened? Mudupa Stupa system that also came into force at the same time. So there is Veeragal Puja that also came into force. Veeragal Puja. What is meant by Veeragal Puja? In his period only. In his period only. In his period, Veeragal Puja came into force. Veeragal this Veeragal Puja, that came into force like that we can see. What is this Veeragal Puja? Suppose in the battlefield, if the soldiers die, then tombs are established, and worshipping the tombs of dead soldiers, that is called Veeragal Puja. Worshipping the tombs of, worshipping the tombs of, of dead soldiers, that is called Veeragal Puja. So this system, Veeragal Puja, that also entered in the period of this. So Ikshvaku's greatest ruler, Veera Purushadatta, that you have to remember. Then Mudupu Stupa system, that also entered in the period of this one only. Mudupu Stupa system we are calling, that also entered. Mudupu Stupa system. Mudupu Stupa system also. Mudupu Stupa system also entered. Mudupu Stupa system also entered. In the period of this one. What is meant by Mudupu Stupa in this sense? Thinking something in the mind, keeping all the stones one after the other. One after the other, if we keep all the stones like this. So there is especially like how in the sense, so we'll keep a big stone, after that on this, next on this, next on this, like that. He will keep all the stones. So that is a big stone will be kept here. So like this is what in the sense, Mudupu Stupa, like that it was said. Mudupu Stupa, keeping all the stones one after the another. So like that is called what in the sense, Mudupu Stupa we are calling. Right, like that also entered the society in the period of this Veera Purushadatta. One of the important things we can say. Got idea? So like this Buddhism, what happened, advanced well in the period of, so this one. Then Pusina Sreni, Parnika Sreni, they also entered. So along with 18 guilds, two things also entered once again. So this Pusina Sreni and Parnika Sreni. So two Srenis entered in this period. Sreni indicate guild, two Srenis entered. One is Pusina Sreni we are calling. One is Parnika Sreni we are calling. One is Pusina Sreni. One is we are calling Pusina Sreni, and one is we are calling Parnika. A Sreni, like that it was said. Sreni is nothing but guild. Sreni is guild, like that we are calling. Got idea about this? Pusina Sreni, Parnika Sreni, these two entered. So previously what happened, only 18 guilds existed. So there is, so 18 plus 2, now they became, so there is 2 Srenis entered, now they became 20. Previously in the period of Shatavahanas only 18 existed, 2 more Srenis entered, now they became 20 we can say. Sreni is a guild. Sreni is what in the sense? It is guild. Pusina Sreni, so they used to sell flowers and sweets. So they used to sell flowers. They used to sell flowers and sweets. Flowers and sweets. Parnika Sreni, they used to sell betel leaves. They used to sell betel leaves. They used to sell these betel leaves, like that. So here 2 Srenis also entered in the period of this Veera Purushadatta. Veera Purushadatta was the greatest ruler, well. Mandata statue that belonged to this one. Dhvani Vijnana Mandapa, that was established in the period of this one, there at Nagarjunakonda. What is Dhvani Vijnana Mandapa? Even if you speak in a small voice, it appears in a big voice. That is called Dhvani Vijnana Mandapa. That was also established by this one. Dhvani Vijnana Mandapa was established by him. Dhvani Vijnana Mandapa. Vijnana Mandapa, that was established by him. Dhvani Vijnana Mandapa indicates, so whenever if you speak in a loud voice, automatically small voice also appears, loud voice. So like that Veera Purushadatta's period went well, like that we can say. Almost many developmental activities took place. He was a good administrator. So Nagarjunakonda, Jagayapeta. So there is Ramireddipalli, all these inscriptions are given by, so this one only. So he was the greatest ruler among all the rulers of, so this one. Only 4 rulers are there. So have you understood this one? Okay, right. Thank you.